Hello ladies! I wanted to jump on today and talk a little bit more about the foundation of Simply Centered and about the program. And really we talk about Simply Centered being a recipe for a healthy lifestyle. And I was reading something the other day that really resonated with me, and that idea of creating a healthy lifestyle and what that looks like. And what I read was that a diet that is balanced in protein, carbohydrates, and fat is a diet that is never going to go out of style. And I don't know about you, but I think it'd be great to be able to have a lifestyle that we can continue for years to come and not have to be changing or looking at what the latest trend is and trying to figure out what that looks like again for us again and again. And if we're getting the right amount of balance between those proteins, carbs, and fats, we're going to also have an easier time finding a way to have a healthy weight, and also to be able to maintain that weight and to nourish our bodies the way that they're supposed to. And there's always going to be preferences within that, but it's just really important to know what the foundation of that looks like. So I'm going to start out sharing a little bit about each macronutrient, and today I really just want to focus on protein and talk about that just a little bit. So protein is definitely a macronutrient that gives us energy, but it's also known as the building block of our body, because it's helping us with our tissues, it's helping us with our growth, it is even helping support our immunity, which is so important right now, more than ever. So it's something that we really want to be thoughtful of and thinking about. Are we getting enough protein? Do we have enough energy, and how does that look? So you might be thinking, well, how do I know if I'm getting enough protein? And I'm going to help you out with that a little bit as well. So the amount of protein that you should be getting every day is going to be between 10 and 35% of your calories, but we can even get a little bit more specific. And what it is you're going to want to be eating about 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of your body. And so I'm going to give you that calculation so you guys can calculate that on your own and figure out what works for you, and then you can decide if you want to break that up in 3 simple meals, or if you want to break it up between 3 meals and 2 snacks, whatever makes sense for you in your lifestyle. So a little bit more about protein is that there is complete and incomplete proteins. So a complete protein means that it contains all 20 amino acids. And so a complete protein is any animal sourced protein, because it contains all of those things. An incomplete protein is typically one that is plant-based or coming from someplace else. And so don't fret though, it's definitely doable to get enough protein if you are eating a plant-based diet, and to also get those amino acids if you're eating a balanced diet as well. So some examples of a plant-based protein would be your legumes, nuts, nutritional yeast, seeds. So there's multiple places that you can definitely get your protein from. So it's just really being thoughtful and intentional and looking at some of those labels and understanding what it is that you're consuming, but making sure that you do have protein, some form of protein at every single meal and every single snack if you can. It'll definitely help satiate you, and it'll help give you some energy. So I hope this helped. I hope this was interesting for you. Next week I'll jump on and talk a little bit more about carbohydrates and share some information there. And then our final week I'll talk about fats and how healthy fats are so important in our diet as well, and ways that you can make sure that you're getting the right amounts so that you can feel nourished and satisfied and on your way to having a healthy lifestyle, and especially one that's sustainable. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.